Today we'll practice short sentences with the verb to have, plus our nouns, plus the colors we've learned. Repeat the forms of the verb to have. Haben. Ready? Ich habe. Du hast. Hat. Sie hat. Es hat. Wir haben. Ihr habt. Sie haben. Sie haben. Good. Now let's look at an English sentence. I have a car. As we learned in the last lesson, the way to say I have a car is Ich habe einen Wagen. We learned that masculine direct objects change the word ein, to einen. And we learned that feminine and neuter nouns don't have a change as direct objects, as in these two examples. Ich habe ein Buch. I have a book. It's neuter, so ein remains ein. Hat eine Katze. He has a cat, so eine remains the feminine form of eine. In a different previous lesson, we learned that adjectives coming after the words for take these endings. Er for masculine, e for feminine, and es for neuter nouns. For example, ein grüner Apfel, a green apple. Because the word green comes before apple, it has to have an ending. Since apple's masculine, it takes er to show that it's masculine. Ein grüner Apfel. Eine gelbe Blume. Blume is feminine, so it has an e ending to show that. Eine gelbe Blume. And Buch is neuter, so there's a neuter ending, es, added to blau. Ein blaues Buch. Now again, we've learned this already. Since we learned that only masculine changes from ein to einen as a direct object, well, the adjectival ending changes also. It changes from er to en. But feminine stays the same and neuter stays the same. Read the following examples after me, and this should become clear. Then you'll be ready for the next lesson where you'll come up with the answers yourself. So as we learned already, to say the car is gray, we'd say der Wagen ist grau. But if I want to say I have a gray car, it becomes Ich habe einen grauen Wagen. So we know that ein had to become einen because Wagen is masculine, and as I just pointed out, the adjectival ending becomes en as well. Whenever you see einen, you know the adjectival ending will also be en. So let's practice more masculine nouns. You'll be repeating the sentences after me. First of all, der Bleistift ist gelb. To say he has a yellow pencil, repeat this. Hat einen gelben Bleistift. Once again, you see einen and gelben, the en endings. Der Apfel ist grün. To say she has a green apple, repeat this. Sie hat einen grünen Apfel. Der Schlüssel ist schwarz. To say we have a black key, repeat this. Wir haben einen schwarzen Schlüssel. Der Tisch ist braun. To say you formal have a brown table, repeat this. Sie haben einen braunen Tisch. Good. Now all of those nouns were masculine, so we saw the word einen followed by an adjective, a color, that had en added to it. Let's do some feminine ones. Die Katze ist weiß, the cat is white. To say you informal plural, meaning you guys, y'all, yuns, have a white cat, it becomes, repeat this, Ihr habt eine weiße Katze. Good, so we saw the e ending for feminine, the normal ending. Die Blume ist rosa. To say they have a pink flower, repeat this. Sie haben eine rosa Blume. I'm sure you remember that since rosa ends in an A, it gets no ending at all. That's why there's no adjectival ending. That's true of the color lila as well. Let's do two neuter ones now. Das Buch ist blau. To say I have a blue book, repeat. Ich habe ein blaues Buch. Notice again the es ending to show that Buch is neuter. Good. One more. Das Haus ist rot. To say you have a red house if talking to a friend, for example. Say, du hast ein rotes Haus. Good. We'll practice this more with the next lesson.